Good morning to everyone. Today we have focused another class in the algae rhodophyceae. Rhodophyceae. Rhodophyceae means generally what do you call it as? The rhodophyceae means it is a red algae. Rhodophyceae means generally what do you call it as? A red algae. Next, they are multicellular organisms. Okay, multicellular organism, not unicellular. They are multicellular organism. That means the number of cells in their body. In our body, what is this human being body? It is a multicellular. Number of cells are present in their body. Like that, this rhodophyceae algae, what are the organisms are present? Those are multicellular organisms. Okay, next. Multi means more. More cells are present. Next, one more point. So they are marine organisms. They are marine organisms. All are marine organisms. Already see we are discussing chlorophyceae members are they are living in both fresh water and marine water. Marine means as I said here ocean or sea. That means generally we call it as samudra places. Okay, so marine organisms. So in the marine organisms, particularly they are found in the warmer areas, heat. So where it is the heat is present, such a marine region, particularly found these organisms. And also these organisms are present in great depth. Okay, particularly depth region, particularly in the depths, in the ocean, the depth region, where little light is penetrated areas, where little light. Suppose this is the marine region, that is samudra pranam. So in that see sunlight. That means where light is penetrated, it is more than 500 meters above, light is not penetrated in the sea water region. Okay, so 500 meters above, their number of organisms are present. But those organisms don't know about the light, but they are living inside. Light is not present. Why? Because the light is penetrated up to the particular depth only. So here up to here light is penetrated in that area. Up to that in that area. So in that area, these organisms are fine. Rhodophyceae members. Okay, that means here these organisms are growing in great depths. Particularly here the great depth relatively where little light is. Little light means very small amount of light is where it is located. After that, this light up to there going to there, light up to there reaches, penetrated. Reaches means here entered up to that where it is reaches, penetrated, reaches such an area. These rhodophyceae members are growing. Okay, remaining depth region there is no light here. Where it is the light is not present, where light is not present, such a area also organisms are living. But those organisms don't know about the light. Okay, that's it. So this is they are marine organisms. They are found in warmer areas and they are living in great depths, where little light is penetrated, such an area these rhodophyceae members are living. Okay, that's it. Next point, we are going to cell wall. Cell wall is made up of cellulose and pectin. Okay, cell wall is made up of cellulose material and also pectin. Both are present. Cellulose and pectin. Next, one more point. The stored food material. The stored food material. The storage food material. The stored food material such as Floridian starch. Floridian starch. Okay, actually the starch is formed in the form of Floridian starch. Okay, here you can see this is the already previous you can see chlorophycin members, that is the storage bodies we call pyroids contain proteins and besides starch is present. And phyophysis, second one, phyophysis, the stored food materials such as laminarin malleate. The starch is formed in the form of laminarin malleate. Here rhodophysin members, the stored food material name is what you call? It is Floridian starch. What do you call? Floridian starch. Next, one more. The major pigments already said. The major pigments not same. Okay, same. So the major pigments. The major pigments. The major pigments in this group, what are they? Previous chlorophyll C, chlorophyll A and B present, and phyophysin, chlorophyll A and C are present. Okay, here the main major pigment chlorophyll A and D. Okay, chlorophyll A and D, and also one more. It is a phycoerythrin is present. What do you call it is? Here the phycoerythrin. Phytoerythrin is present. That's it. Next, vegetative propagation by vegetative propagation. That is vegetative reproduction by fragmentation. Same, and one more, asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction by non-motile spores. Actually here spores, particularly you can see this spores. Okay, here these spores are, it is non-motile. Motile means movement. Motile means movement. These spores are non-motile. Motile means movement. So spores, how it is present? Lines, not juice spores. Okay, these are one kind of, it is the spores are present. These spores are germinate again to the production of, to germinate of new plant body, new algal plant body. Okay, and also next one more, sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction by oogamous. Oogamous. Only oogamous. Previous it is the chlorophyce, phyophyce you can see. Isogamous and isogamous are oogamous are present. But only here in the phyophyce member, sorry, in the rhodophyce members, sexual reproduction by is the oogamous. How it is the, what are the main examples? Pore, PHOI, porphyra and polysiphonium. Polysiphonium organism. How it is the present means I draw only is the porphyra. So see here. Like this present. So how it is being said over here? This is the porphyra organism, multicellular organisms. So this is the porphyra organism. In the porphyra, polysaccharide poly means more. Siphon. Siphon means here tubes. What do you call? Tubes. The body how it is present means it is a tube like that present. This is their branch and also tubes are present. Okay, like this is the plant body is present. They are multicellular organisms. Once you can see this rhodophytes is generally called it is red algae, and also they are multicellular organisms and marine organisms, particularly well found in the warmer areas. And then there are great depths where little light is penetrated. Where they are present in the great depths where it is little light penetrates, entered such an area. These organisms are present. And cell wall is made up of cellulose and pectin, and storage food, that's what do you call Floridian starch, and the main major pigments chlorophyll A and D, and phytoerythrin, and vegetative reproduction by fragmentation, and asexual reproduction by non-motile spores, sexual reproduction by oogamous. That's it. So these are the diagrams like that. This is the porphyra. I have already told economic importance of algae. Porphyra also used as a food material. Okay, that's it. Next, this is up to here. Algae. Algae is classified into the three groups. Already what I said, chlorophyce, bryophytes, rhodophytes. Chlorophyce means green algae, bryophytes means brown algae, and rhodophytes means red algae. Okay, this is the algae. Next, we are going to discuss bryophytes. In the non-flowering plants, that means cryptogamy. In the cryptogamy, another type of plants, that's what you call bryophytes. Bryophytes. Everyone watching should learn. Already in the algae general features we discussed. After that, economic importance, very important. After that, different classes. Chlorophytes, bryophytes, rhodophytes. Okay, that's it is the thalophytes. In that one of the plants is algae. Next, second one is the bryophytes. Which is the second one we call? It is the bryophytes. In the bryophytes, included the plants such as mosses and liverworts. Once again pronounce. In this bryophytic plants included the plants. What are they? Mosses and liverworts. Mosses and liverworts. Mosses and liverworts. So next, these bryophytes, where it is located, where it is found, particularly the main habitats such as moist and shady, okay, moist and shady and damp areas. Where it is that? Damp. Damp means wet condition. Those areas are we can find. Okay, bryophytes are main habitat. The main habitat they are living in. They are live in moist places. Moist means how it is there. Suppose sand. Suppose in the water. That means this is on the board. Water drops are you can hold it. So how it is there? It is a moisture. Suppose the wood is put in water, and the sand, whenever this rain is come, what will happen? The soil is absorb this water. Such a condition, there is no water such area. So completely it is a moisture condition. That is a moisture condition of soil. Such areas are living. Shady places, shade. There is no lighting. Little bit of shaded areas. Okay, the shaded areas are that can be living these bryophytes. And then damp. That means what you call wetting. Little bit of what is the wetting areas are. These are plants are growing. And also generally these are plants we called first landed plants. First landed plants on the earth. Okay, so these bryophyte plants are generally what do you call it as? These are first landed plants. First landed plants, and these are first avascular cryptogams. These are avascular cryptogams. Cryptogams means what I said? Non-flowering plants. Cryptogams means non-flowering plants. In the non-flowering plants, vesicular. Here, A remove. A means here absent. A means what you call? Absent. Vesicular. Suppose if you root, a small root, you can cut it, and stem you can cut it, leaf you can cut it. So if you a small layer like you can take it, you can observe under the microscope. So how it is, suppose root you can cut it round, it is present like this present center. So if you cut, round section will come. Inside some bundles are present, bundles in the stem maybe. These bundles, this is the bundle. This is the bundle we call vesicular bundle. This is what you call vesicular bundle in the stem inside or root inside. So central region, these are the round bundle like the present. This bundle we call vesicular bundle. So in the bundle inside, so the tissues are present. That means this is what you call, this is the xylem tissue. Okay, this is the, see, this is the tissue is called phloem tissue. This is the bundle, what you call vesicular bundle. This is what you call vesicular bundle. These are what you call vesicular bundle. Vesicular bundle inside. What tissues are present? Xylem. ICSE people and also CBSE candidates, they know. But Kannada medium people, what are the components are not formed. Okay, in English. So that's why I am explaining very clearly. Once listen. So vesicular bundle inside, what is this one? Xylem tissue is present. Tissue not like that, roughly I drawn there. And upper, what is that? It is the phloem tissue present. So in this plants, option A means what do you call? Here avascular. Here avascular. This is what you call avascular cryptogams. A means absent. What option? Vesicular bundle tissues. Vesicular option. Vesicular means xylem and phloem tissues are absent in the non-flowering plants. Okay. So in the plants, particularly plants, you can see this the xylem and phloem tissues are absent. So the first avascular cryptogams means what you call bryophytes. In this, okay. So examination one marks question also will ask. Name the avascular cryptogams. Name the avascular cryptogams means what you call bryophyte plants. In the vesicular means what you call xylem and phloem tissues. The xylem and phloem tissues here, A means what is that? Absent. Xylem and phloem tissues are absent in cryptogam plants. What do you call? Bryophytes. Okay, that's what you call bryophytes. Next. Next, they are called as, these bryophyte plants are called as amphibians. Amphibians of plant kingdom. Amphibians of plant kingdom. Why? Amphibians means what? They are living some of the organisms are living in the water and terrestrial region. Scientifically we call terrestrial. Terrestrial means on land. Terrestrial means what do you call? Land. Terrestrial means land. In the water they are living and also land region also living. Okay, such plants. These amphibians are plants. These plants are living. These plants are living in the where particularly they are living in soil. These plants are living in the soil. Living in the soil, but also reproduction for require water. They are depending upon water and soil. That's why these are called, it is amphibians of plant kingdom. Amphibians of plant kingdom means, so these plants are living in soil and also, but also reproduction for water. Reproduction for, it requires water. That's why these are plants we call it is as amphibians of plant kingdom. Okay, they are called as amphibians of plant kingdom. Next, these plants are plant body. They are growing faster. How it is growing means this plant body growing. The plant body can be growing. So sometimes it may be it is erect. Erect means straight. Sometimes it may be straight or maybe prostrate. Okay, some of them may grow erect. Some of them will grow a prostrate condition. Prostrate means horizontally. So this is the soil. The seed is germinated. The plant, how it is growing, like a horizontal manner. It is like straight means like they are attached to the soil like this. After sometimes what will happen? Horizontally growing like this. After that it may be erect like that. Okay. So the plant body it may be grow like a prostrate condition. The plant body is prostrate or erect. Prostrate means horizontal, erect means straight. Such a way these plants are growing. Okay, and in these plants, next point. This plant body, one specific feature this one. The plant body having, you can see, it is a root-like and stem-like and leaf-like structures are present. That means this is bryophyte. Plant body means this bryophyte means belongs to the cryptogams. Okay, this is what you call cryptogams. That means that's a non-flowering plants. In these plants, in the bryophytic plants, one specific feature is present. What are the means? It is a root-like structures. Actual plant, it is the roots are present. Actually, normally plants are, what is this? Roots are present. But in these plants, not roots, root-like structure. That means not a true roots. Not a true roots, not a true stem, not a true leaves. Okay, understand my point? So here the plant body having, you can see it is the root-like structures. That means not a true roots. Actually, how it is a plant? Roots are present. That's we call as roots. But in these plants, it is a root-like. That means not a true roots. And stem-like, not a true stem, not a leaves. That means it is a leaf-like only present. It looks like a leaves. but it is not a true leaves. But this plant body get attached to the substratum. Okay, get attached to the substratum by root-like structures. The plant body here, this is a root-like structure. This will get attached to the substratum. Root-like is present, look like, but it is not true roots. Get attached to the substratum by these root-like structures. What do you call it? Is rhizoids. That's what you call rhizoids. Once again, see this point. The plant body have okay root-like, stem-like, leaf-like structures, but there is no true roots, there is no true stem or leaves. But this plant body gets attached to the soil. That means soil means substratum, where it is attached. What is this? This chalk is attached to this board. The board is the substratum. Like this, the roots are gets attached to the soil. The soil we call it is substratum. So the these root-like structures are gets attached to the substratum. That's these structures we call it is a rhizoid. The root-like structures here we call rhizoids. Okay, these are the main basic features, and also continue to the next features. The bryophyte next features also present. We'll go to some what are the plant body name, how it is the reproduction occurs. Next class we'll see. Okay, once again see. Bryophytes are in this bryophytic plants. In this bryophytic plants included the plant names, mosses and liverworts. We will also discuss what are the mosses features, what are the liverworts features. We will discuss later. And then these bryophytic plants main habitats are moist and shady places and damp areas. Next, they are first landed plants. Okay, and they are first avascular cryptogams. Avascular means vascular. A means absent. Vascular, xylem and phloem tissues are absent. Okay, that's why this first avascular cryptogams. They are called amphibians of plant kingdom. Why? Because they are living in soil and but also reproduction for water. Reproduction for require water. That's why it is called amphibians of plant kingdom. This plant body, it may be prostrate. Prostrate means it grow horizontally like this. On this is the soil. Soil region, the plants are grow like this. Or erect. It may be erect means straight. Erect means what do you call? Straight. Straight. Prostrate means horizontal. Horizontal means like this. Straight up means straight. Okay, like that it can be growing. And the plant body main feature is one. The plant body have root-like, stem-like, leaf-like structures are present. That means there is no root, there is no true roots, there is no true stem, there is no true leaves. So the plant body gets attached to the soil. Soil means it is attached to the substratum. Soil means scientifically we called it, they are attached. Attached means substratum. By root-like structures, these root-like structures we call rhizoids. That's it. Okay, the plant body another features. These bryophytes another features. Continue to the next class.